Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make that bungee jump that you just saw. This requires no custom scenery or custom objects or custom rides. This can be made in the base OpenRCT2. So let's just get right into it. First things we need, we are going to be needing the vertical drop coaster, which I already have enabled, and the mini suspended coaster, which I actually don't have enabled right now. We want the ones with the lay down cars because those are the smallest ones. So first thing I want to do is I want to start with a vertical drop coaster. We want this at a height of 100 feet at least, which is 30 meters for the metric people. And height marks on ride tracks. We want to be able to see how high we're going here. So we go up to 100 feet. We make 2 station pieces, a lift chain, and then a straight piece with no lift chain. And we want to go up 2. So one thing about this shoestring ride is that if you're not familiar with shoestrings, you should check out Deurklink's channel. He has a video explaining how to do them. He does a fantastic job of explaining it and giving some good examples of shoestring rides. It can be as complicated as you make it, really. Like there are different tutorials on how to make different shoestring rides, but this one's not too difficult. This one is completely gravity driven. This is the only chain lift in the whole build right here. But what we're going to do is we're going to start off by making the drop. So when this train passes here, it's going to head out over this and go right next to the station here. And we're going to need to complete that merge. We can just see if it does that. This is why the chain is important, is because actually we're going first things first. I forgot to say before you start building any shoestring ride, I always like to just enable all the cheats because we're going to be doing a lot of things in the menus. So we want the cars to go past this, and this chain lift determines how fast they come out of the station. We can manipulate how fast they come out of the station. So we need them quite a bit faster than the 4 miles an hour that's default. So anyway, you see the trains. Okay, so they're all going onto this track, which is what we want. We want at least the last one to get past because we want... The object is to split this. The last train is going to go on this, and then the front 3 trains are going to go underneath. So how do we make the underneath train? How do we make the trains go underneath the control trains? We want to copy this straight section here, paste it right above this turn or this curve or whatever. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, and then you bring it down here and shallow this out, level it out, and you can see that they're probably not going underneath there yet. Nope. So we're going to need to move this. Actually, we're going to need to move this piece right above that piece. That way, hopefully 3 of them, only 2 of them went down. So we need to bump this up. See if we can get 3 of them to go down, just barely. Maybe 11. I think 11 will work. So yeah, so then we have three trains going down that are going to be the control trains, and then 1 train going off to the side, which is going to be the actual drop. So we bring this back maybe 5, yeah. And we want to make a shallow. We want to go up again with the shallow, copy that. and put it right here with just like we did over here. Move it down 2 and then move it right below it. And we want to move this back. This goes up. And see, if you notice, it doesn't matter how high this goes because this is going to be turned into a crooked house, and these aren't even going to come back here anymore after this. So after the setup, and I think right about here we want to delete and make an S-bend right. And make a small turn. I'm going to go down, down. I like to add a little turn, might give it a little bit of realism because you don't always stay completely straight. I put a straight piece here because the trains will be moving the fastest in this section here, so they turn at a constant velocity or fairly constant. Complete this merge. And we want these to be going underneath. This tutorial is kind of going all around the place, but hopefully you can follow it. We want this train to go underneath. So this control train, all it's doing is it goes up, it goes down, and then it goes down here. And we want this station to be directly under the first station. From here, see, now you can see the train. That's probably not okay. We actually want this to be closer to the front, or actually, I mean, I do. I want this to be closer to the front, so we'll move this back in another spot. Is that too far? That's too far. Just gonna see if this, oh duh. Okay, so I made a mistake. You can't just build a station. You actually have to copy this station and bring it down. The reason for this is that each track has its own ID number, and we need to trick the game into thinking that we're using this station when the train actually goes down here. What? Oh. Okay. Alright, then for the drop, go down like that, shallow, level, steep, vertical. And now this vertical needs to be higher than you think because this train is going to go up higher than the station. It doesn't sound logical, but each car has its own momentum that the game calculates. And because this train is going down all the way, it adds this momentum on to this train. So it gets more momentum going up. That's what allows it to reach the station again. Actually, I think it would reach the station anyway, but that's just another reason that it reaches the station. Anyway, what else? So it's basically completed now. The nice thing about this build is that every time you need to test it, if you need to do some adjustments, every time you test it, it strings itself. You don't even have to. You don't have to do all that pausing and everything. Because it automatically goes. Just like that. And you can adjust this however you feel. You know, you can make it so that the train or the car starts out here and goes down, just moving this forward one spot, or I mean back one spot. You know, you could do all sorts of things. You can make this deeper, you know, bring this higher, make the drop lower or faster, but you know, just play around with it. But then when you're done, when you're done, you have to make the stations. You actually have to make 4 stations in order for this to work. They're all very, you just have to make 4 stations. Getting this second entrance and exit's always like pixel perfect. But then you just choose which one you want to use. Choose which one you want to use, and then open it up. And after you open it, you delete the other 2 entrance, or delete the other entrance and exit, so that otherwise you'll be getting notifications that there's no path leading to the entrance and exit, even though the ride's being used. So yeah, then just all that's left is really just decorating it. You move the land up, or you make a bridge. You want to turn this into a you want to make lay down cars. You want this to be in boat hire mode, and you want this to be a crooked house, so that it's all invisible. And so now, when I go to test it, it should work. It should string itself. We don't have to pause it or anything. There it is. It loads up. And it drops. Comes back up and unloads. That's really all there is to it. It's a very simple bungee jump. I mean, it's not very realistic because it just goes down once and then back up. But you could obviously add some complexity to this. This is just what I came up with for the contest. I had a week to design it and decorate it, so I just made something simple. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Go check out Deurklink's channel, and thank you for watching.